Hello and welcome to Homer for Tuesday, April 29th, 2025. To beun hoploi sine nidein noi sine dutein. Bandria naili petende catauto di pantas aristus. Toi sidid exion hecen an orion angus adoio. Palas ade naie toi ducido naftol moisi. Nukta di orfnaien alla klangsantos accusan. Caire de toi ornith Odysseus erator Athene. Cluthi moi aegi okoi o dios tecos temoi aie. En pantes I panois in Paris tas aiures eletho. Qui numenos nuan laute malista me pielai Athene. Dos de paline pineia se eucleia saficestai. Rex santas mega vergona que troes malese. Awesome. Okay. Right. We are all armored up. So when the twain had clothed them in their dread armor, they went their way and left there all the chieftains, Pantas Aristus. And for them Pallas Athene sent forth on their right a heron hard by the way, and though they saw it not through the darkness of night, yet they heard its cry. Uk idon aftal moisi nukta diorfnaien. And Odysseus was glad at the omen and made prayer to Athene, Hear me, child of Zeus, that beareth the Aegis, thou that dost ever stand by my side in all manner of toils, nor am I unseen of thee wherever I move. Now again be thou my friend, Athene, as never thou wast before, and grant that with goodly renown we come back to the ships, having wrought a great work that shall be a sorrow to the Trojans. Hoce troesi melese. Care. Take an object of care. It's not necessarily something that's sad, but it'll be something that is really, really impactful emotionally for the Trojans, is his idea here. In pantesi panoisi paris tasai. I like this line because you can hear the, so all three of these words they start with pi. All three of these words have sigmas in their second half. And all three of these words sort of start with an open vowel after the pi. So pan, po, pa, and then esi, oisi, istasai, right? It's an excellent illustration of how beautiful Homer is able to make the language. Even if you didn't know what it meant in Greek, perhaps you would hear the laboriousness of the pantasi ponoisi, pantes in pantesi panoisi paristasai, right? In pantesi panoisi paristasai ureseletho, right? There, I don't know, maybe there's like something like, I don't know, I personally feel that, like, there's also something going on with ureseletho, right? Which is that you sort of have, you lose the pi here, ureseletho, right? And then you sort of have this bridging, you start with in pantesi panoisi paristasai ureseletho, right? You have this, this accent on the last syllable, right? Maybe it feels like a bit of a resolution of the in pan, right? That's at the beginning. Seletho, right? Anyway, it's like sort of like conjectural, and it's definitely just how I feel. But that's kind of what's important here, considering I'm the one making the video, and I'm the one performing the song, right? Because, theoretically you could emphasize or not emphasize other things. And I encourage you to go and, read the Homer yourself, and perform it and find whether you think, this line has symmetricality Or if you think there's a pretty clear break between Paris and then Ureseletho, right? Ureseletho, ki numenos nuenaute malista me pielai Athene, right? So we also have this accent on the first eta here. We also have this accent on the esthai here. We also have this accent on the ese here. Okay, so if you start to look down, I mean, I guess you could think of there being, there's also an accent here, Athene as well, but like, this is like 4 epsilon syllables in a row. I mean, an eta being, of course, 2 epsilons, right? Letho, Athene, afficeste, melese. These lines kind of rhyme, I like to think that that's kicked off by this idea. I mean, obviously we're in the prayer here. And then what are we going to do forever? Well, in pantesiponoisi, I don't know why it's like so troublesome. In pantesiponoisi parista se ureseletho. I will not forget how, will not forget you. You've always stood by me, right? And as I'm moving around, I will not forget you. Love me still, Athena. And then also give me to return to my ships, having accomplished a great deed, which will be a great care to the Trojans. Also interesting how Odysseus here wishes for return. Surely this is an interesting subject to look at all the different ways in which Odysseus looks for return. Perhaps one could write an entire epic poem about the returns of Odysseus. Wouldn't that be exciting? That, of course, being the Odyssey. And then the other thing that I want to mention is this idea of the heron, right? Orodios, right? It's kind of a cool word. I don't think I've always seen it before. Right, so it's mentioned that it comes here, right? Doesn't look like it comes anywhere else. I mean, we'd have to sort of confirm that, but it's like, why is it a heron, right? What's up with it being a heron? Looks a little spurious here, is what somebody says in the Altenreith dictionary. Whatever. What's going on, right? Like, why is it a heron? Why is it not? Why certain birds and why certain other birds, right? Why is it a bird on their right, right? Why do they hear the bird on the right, nearby to their road? It also says something about how dark it is, that they can't even see the bird that's calling out. So you can imagine that they're really just, like it's like really is the dead of night, so we wished them the best. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's reading, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Bye.